It's Week 11 of the NFL.
And all eyes are on Drake May.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Pats and the Bills on Thursday night.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their -3 game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now Allen. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And his pass incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Had just the 1 big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, 1 big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll throw with May.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing to his left.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Now you look at this Patriots defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 51 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 38-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
Here's May. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Patriots at 6-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
To the air, May.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You can look at this Patriots defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
The slot man in motion right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen.
That complete to Shorter.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, a give to Davis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw, it's May. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than
Still
that,
first
Brandon.
down.
That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Throwing here is May. This complete to Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Or many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Allen going to throw. Throw left side to Kincaid. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Allen again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 26. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Samuel in motion. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Got a man. That's shorter. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. To throw, it's Allen.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England's offense set to go.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Looking to throw. May. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Coleman, the man in motion left. Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The kick by Bass is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.